So, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I got 30 minutes to hang out with you. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a little game. This is gonna be a fun game, okay? You're like, yo, this is fun. All right, here's the fun game. So, I want one of you guys to volunteer, okay? And I'm gonna call you, and you're gonna answer the phone not the way I taught you. Not the Leasing University way. I want you to, in your mind, I want you to be like, okay, this is how a typical apartment community would answer the phone, all right? So have some fun with it. Answer the phone as if you're a typical apartment community. But here's the game that we're gonna play. You can see my sheet is blank right now. I'm gonna write down a couple things. I'll just write down 2 things that are most important to me, my 2 biggest reasons for moving. Okay? And know this, price is nobody's biggest reason for moving, right? Unless they like lost their job and they qualified for Section 8 and you're Section 8 and they're calling you, right? There's always more to it. But I want to see if you answering the phone as a typical property manager, not the amazing, super dope Leasing University rock stars that you are. I just want to prove how hard it is for the way people typically answer the phone for them to figure out what's really going on in that person's life. So I'm going to write down 2 things that are important to me. You're going to answer the phone, and then what we're going to do is we're going to switch roles. Okay? You're going to write down on a piece of paper what's important to you. And I'm going to answer the phone using our training. I'm going to answer the phone the way that we answer the phones. And we're just going to see if I get to what was important to you, right? Okay, so hold on. Let me come up with 2 things. Oh, my handwriting's bad. Okay, I got number 1 and I got number 2, okay? There they are, don't look. There they are, don't look. There they are, don't look. All right. So, who wants to volunteer and answer the phone as a typical property manager? And we'll see if you even get close to what's important to me. Who wants to have some fun with this? Answer the phone as if you work for one of those typical apartment communities. Who wants to go? Raven, you want to go? You were here like 52 minutes early. Your mic worked before, Raven. It worked before, Raven.
It does work.
All right! Everybody give it up for the great and powerful Raven! All right.
I'm not signing in early ever again.
Well, yes you are, because you love these sessions. You love the abuse I give you. All right, so whenever you're ready, I'm going to ring, ring, ring. Don't use any of the stuff I taught you. Use the typical nonsense that most property managers do. Make sense?
Got it.
Cool. Ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring. Well, wait a minute. We fast forwarded because it took you 18 rings, right? We don't got time because we only got 30 minutes. Okay, 18 rings later. Ring, ring, ring.
Greenbrier, how can I help you?
Hi, I was calling about your availability.
Yeah, what are you looking for?
A 1-bedroom.
A 1-bedroom. You know, is there anything else? Just 1 bedroom?
Yeah, no, just a 1-bedroom. Yeah.
Well, I might have some at the end of this month, the beginning of May.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, beginning of May could work.
It's not a guarantee. I gotta get my maintenance crew on it and see how long it takes them to get it ready.
Okay, well, my situation right now, my lease isn't up until June 1st, but I mean, I could move in a little bit early, so I do have some flexibility there. You know, like any time in May, I guess I could make that work.
My situation is we're maintenance short staffed, so I'm not quite sure.
Okay. All right, well, could I come by today and take a look?
Sure, we're under construction, so bring your earplugs.
I will bring my earplugs. All right, so I'll see you in about 20 minutes.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Uh,
Hey, you know what the sad thing is? I just did live phone training with another company, and we called. You were actually better than one of the actual real people. Like you were even better. Like it's bad out there. But yeah, okay. So did you uncover the two things that were important to me? Do you think you uncovered them? Do you have any idea what's important to me?
the move-in of around May in a one-bedroom.
Nope, wasn't important to me, right? Here's what was important to me, and my handwriting's bad, okay? Here's what was important to me. Number one, I might be backwards on your screen. Number one,
Todd.
Todd is my annoying roommate. By the way, this is the real world here. This is typical of the real world. I want to move because I've been living with Todd for the last 4 years. And Todd plays Call of Duty on his Xbox until 3 o'clock in the morning, right? And I can't sleep. And Todd and my brand new girlfriend hate each other, right? I'm not living with Todd anymore, okay? That's the number one most important thing to me, is that I get my own place. I'm in a 2-bedroom right now. That's why I said 1 bedroom. Number 2 on my list of things that are important to me, right? Being that I'm going to jettison Todd, right? He's out the door, no more. Don't want Todd in my life, right? I want to meet some new people, right? I want to turn the chapter in my life. And you guys may think this is crazy, but you probably don't, right? This is kind of how real people are. Maybe they just got a divorce. Maybe they're moving to the area, right? I want to meet new people. And these are all things like if you had figured out, you could use those to your advantage. Like you could literally open the door and be like, yo, Todd, are you in here? Right? No Todd. Last time I checked, no Todd. And then when I complain to you, Raven, what's your 1 bedroom go for?
Anywhere from $535 to $745, just depending on the property.
Okay, let's say I complain that it's $745 a month. I'm like, $745 a month? You're like, yeah, absolutely. And hold on, let me just double check. Todd, are you in here? Right? Like, you can have fun with it when you understand what's going on in that person's life, right? And then even things like construction and the noise, right? All of our residents are really excited about the construction that's going on. They're really excited about the improvements. By the way, you're gonna love meeting them. We've got great people at the community. Like when you understand what's going on in that person's life, and I'll tell you this, everybody that moves, they have basically 3 reasons tops for moving. And out of those 3, there's always one, right? And in my case, I'm trying to be as real as possible. I probably just got in a blowout fight with Todd, right? I have to get away from Todd, right? Maybe it's they're sitting in traffic. Maybe it's they hate their daughter's current school. Maybe it's they hate their kitchen, right? There's always one thing that's paramount to why they're moving, and it's always something that they're typically there's discomfort going on in their life, right? There's something that they don't like in their life right now. So I want you guys to be a realistic person. Realistic, come on, don't give me a bad time here, but be realistic. And I want you to write down 1 or 2 things that are like most important to you. And then I'm gonna have you call me, and I'm gonna be the leasing agent. And I'm gonna use our training when I talk to you. Does that make sense? So somebody, whether it's Blake, whether it's Maddie, Raven, well, I'm gonna have to pick on Raven too much unless Raven just wants to monopolize the whole call because she got here 52 minutes early. Raven's nodding her head no. Somebody else ring me up and let me take the call. But what I want you to do is I want you to write down the things that are important to you first so that I can't cheat, right? Write them down ahead of time. Let me know when you have them written down. And let me see if I can do a little bit better job than it wasn't Raven, it was the typical person. I can't remember, what did you say your name was, Raven?
What are the sisters' names off of The Simpsons?
Yeah, Marge's sisters. What do you want?
Okay, fine now.
Selma, it's like Selma and Patty, I think. Selma and Patty. All right, who wants to go? Blake, you want to go? All you got to do is call me. You don't got to do any work. Let's go, Blake. Let's go, Maddie. Maddie's here. I saw Maddie unmute herself. Maddie's playing her good music. You got your good music on? All right, Maddie, you ready to go?
Yes.
Did you write down a couple things?
Sorry.
Did you write down like a couple things that were important to you?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so ring the phone whenever you're ready.
Ring, 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 ring.
It's a great day at Meadows. What can I get you information on?
I was looking for a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment.
A 2 or a 3?
Yes.
Okay, cool. What research have you done on our community?
Not a whole lot. I read some reviews. That's kind of what made me call, since they kept the reviews.
Awesome. What was it in particular about the reviews?
I like that it says that management tends to take care of things, maintenance is there quick.
Take care of things. Sounds like that might be a issue you've got going on right now where you're at.
Yeah, we're really just trying to get away from the area, and we're looking for more space.
More space? Unpack that for me. What do you mean by more space?
I have 2 kids and 1 on the way.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
And of course we have 2 dogs too to go on with that. And I have lots of plants, so I need lots of space and light, natural light.
Plants, light, got it, got it. And then, okay, so the space, I'm assuming, and correct me if I'm wrong, are you in a 2-bedroom right now?
Yes.
Okay.
But my 2 kids may want to split up.
Got it. And then you have the baby too soon, right?
Yeah, and the baby will probably stay with us for a while.
Okay, in the master?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. If we could just go back, something you had said earlier, and by the way, I love that you saw the reviews, and I love that because that's something that we're really proud of here is our resident service. When you said taking care of things, right away, and you want to get away, I've got it on the space. I totally get it. 2 bedrooms, 2 kids, 2 dogs, bunch of plants, another kid coming. Absolutely, I get it that we want to look at either a larger 2-bedroom or ideally the 3-bedroom. I've got that. But can you kind of unpack that for me when you said you want to get away? Is there anything going on right now with neighbors, with the management team? What's happening there?
Well, I have my front door, it doesn't always stay locked.
What?
The big problem with my younger kids.
Wait, time out. So, have you let them know about that?
Oh yeah, multiple times.
Okay, so.
You send somebody and it just doesn't get fixed.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So you've got little ones that are just opening that door and taking off.
Well, they haven't done it yet, but I don't want to risk it.
I am with you 100% as a parent myself. And then, by the way, the door works 2 directions. You also got the risk of creepy person walking right in.
Yeah, definitely.
Got it. I'm with you. I totally get it. By the way, my name's Matt. What's your name?
Maddie?
Maddie? How do you spell that? M-A-D-I?
Yes.
Got it. Cool. Now, so we've got space is an issue because the family's growing. For sure, it sounds like total disaster as far as security. We've got space, we've got security. What's most important to you in your new place? Like if you could kind of think of what your ideal scene looks like, what's most important to you, Maddie?
Well, with 3 kids, we're going to have a lot of laundry.
Okay.
So definitely washer and dryer connection.
Got it. Anything else?
Nothing else really. I think I covered the light. It's kind of dark where we live now. We don't have a lot of natural light coming in.
Yeah.
I like to collect.
Okay. And I just want to make sure that I'm tracking with you. When you say light, you want that to be natural light, like larger window light. 1, for the plants. 2, it feels like it might be a little bit depressing where you're at right now.
Right, yeah.
Got it. Maddie, what date do you need to move in by?
We're looking by the 2nd week of May.
Second week of May. What makes the second week of May important?
That's kind of where our checks are going to fall in.
Okay. Is that when you have to move out of your current place?
So our lease ends at the end of May, but we can sign a lease early and do a slower move.
And I'm assuming with you being pregnant, the 2 kids, 2 dogs, you'd prefer a bit of a slower move.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So would you like it to be a 2-week window, or if we could do a week? What are your thoughts there? What would be ideal? Like, I want to make things as easy as possible for you. And I'm not saying I still need to check my inventory, especially on the 3 bedrooms, because we only have a few of those. But what would be that ideal, like if you could pick, what's the perfect amount of time in between you starting to unpack at the new place here and your lease being up at the end of May?
I think definitely 2 weeks is a good amount of time.
Cool, cool. Where are you living at right now?
I don't want to say mine. Greenbrier Apartments.
Got it. And I know we've talked about a ton of stuff here, but if you could have to say what your biggest reason for moving would be, what would be the number one biggest reason for moving?
Number one is definitely space.
Space. We've outgrown it.
Yeah.
Cool. And any other reason besides the growing family and the plants on the outgrowing? Is there anything about it, like working from home, or you can't cook, or that you know, anything that you changed in your lifestyle that caused you to outgrow it?
I mean, I wouldn't be mad about a bigger kitchen.
Okay. Cool. Got it. I need to look at availability. Luckily we have one right now on the 3-bedroom side, and then I have a 2-bedroom as well, but I think between the 2 of those, based on everything that you're telling me, and our doors on every one of our homes lock, but I think, yeah, right? Crazy, weird. That people would want that. Based on everything that you've told me, Maddie, I think I might have the perfect place to show you. I've got one in particular that I'm thinking of. Again, I just want to check the availability on that. Is there any way, Maddie, that you can swing by today?
Yeah. I'm about to go pick up kids from school. How about 4 o'clock after that?
Yeah. Do you want to bring the kiddos with you?
Sure.
Awesome. Cool. So now, do you pick them up at 4, or would you be here at 4?
I'll be there.
Okay, cool. We're totally slammed. It's amazing with our doors that actually work, and our great lighting, and our super amazing residents and everything here, as you could have told by the reviews. Everybody wants to live here. We're totally back to back on tours. I'm going to make it work at 4, okay? If I'm running late, Maddie, which I won't be, because I realize your situation is everything with the new baby. I want to make it as easy as possible for you. But if I am running late, which I won't be, we're talking a couple minutes. Maddie, what's the best number for me to like text you, just so that you're not like trying to get kiddos out of car seats and do all that jazz to run in here to find that I was running 3 minutes late?
You can call or text 9591.
9591?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And then along those same lines, Maddie, and I know you've got a lot going on. It's a stressful time. You got the baby coming. You got kids. You got 2 dogs. If you are running late, not a problem at all. But would you just ping me here at the leasing office and let me know so I can continue to work with the person in front of you, and I'm not like shushing them out of the door because Maddie's coming?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, awesome. And just out of curiosity, what do you want to see first when you arrive here at the community?
Well, the kids being with me would love to see the pool area.
Why is that?
Because my kids love swimming.
And correct me if I'm wrong, summer's coming up, yeah?
Yeah?
Cool, okay. Do you have a pool where you're at right now?
No, we don't. They will be so excited.
Cool, awesome. What are the 2 kiddos that you're bringing's names?
Kaya and Jackson.
Jackson?
Jackson, yeah.
Okay, cool. Love it. Love it. And again, just so I can prepare for your visit, is there anything else between now and 4 that you want me to research, that you want me to have ready for you, just so I can make it as easy as possible for you?
I don't think so, but I appreciate all of your help.
Yeah, no worries. And if something comes up, let me know ahead of time, and I'll have that ready for you as well. Otherwise, Maddie, I'm going to see you, Kaya, and Jackson at 4 o'clock. If I'm running a few minutes late, I've got your mobile here. I'm going to text you at the 9591 number. If you're running late, and again, no problem, just let me know. Call me here at the leasing office. We'll handle that. Otherwise, I'll see you at 4 o'clock. Fair enough?
Yep, sounds good.
Awesome. Cool. I'll see you at 4. All right. Maddie, what did you write down are your reasons? Because I have about 35 of them here. But you tell me, what were your reasons that you wrote down?
The two that I wrote down was natural light with like space, because of a plant, and then washer and dryer connection.
Okay. I have the 4th thing that I wrote down. Number 4 on my list was natural lights with the plant. So I got that word for word. And then I wrote down, you can see my handwriting is terrible, but I write here, laundry WD hookups, right? But now look at how awesome this tour could be, right? And especially if I was using the tour organizer sheet, I would transcribe all of this to the sheet. It only takes like 3 minutes, right? And then when you came in, just little pro tip here, I would have the sheet at my desk, even if you were my only 4 o'clock appointment. And then when you came in, I'd be like, welcome, welcome. What can I get you information on? And you say, oh, hi, I'm Maddie. I'm here for a 4 o'clock. Maddie, I'm Matt. We talked on the phone, and this must be Kaya and Jackson. Hey, Maddie, we have been so slammed here. Do you mind if I grab, and I haven't filled it out yet, so I don't have that example, but do you mind if I grab a little sheet with my notes from our last conversation so I can make sure, I just talked to so many people, I want to make sure that I'm on the same page and I'm not mixing you up with somebody else? And you would say?
Of course.
Cool. And then I would say, and again, I'm gonna wing this, I'm gonna freestyle this because I don't have my sheet filled out, but I'd say, Maddie, again, I just want to make sure that I understand your current situation and that I'm not missing something. You right now, you're over at Greenbrier. Biggest reason for you is dungeon, if I could say better. Well, at least it's dark, it's scary. The door doesn't lock, right? Kaya, Jackson, cover your ears. That freaks me out too. Go ahead, you can uncover your ears, kids. We need more space, right? Because we got baby on the way, we got 2 kids, we got 2 dogs, tons of plants, and it's just a funk where you're at right now. The plants are like dying, they're not getting any light. Kaya and Jackson don't have a ton of space. Ideally, you'd like a bigger kitchen. Your biggest reason for moving, though, is not having that plant light, being cramped, and them not fixing even the simplest of things, like the door being broken. What you wanted to see first, kids, uncover your ears. You wanted to see the pool first. Kaya, Jackson, we've got one of those. You might be hanging out there all summer. It's an awesome pool. We're gonna zip by the pool. Then we're gonna head up. What you're gonna notice on this 3-bedroom as we walk in, it's the only one I have available. You're gonna notice huge windows, lots of light, plenty of room. You're gonna have to figure out which kids get which rooms, what you're gonna do there. If for some reason that one's too big for you or it's got too much light, I do have a 2-bedroom kind of backup plan, but I think that one's gonna work perfect. Maddie, does all that still match what you need?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did I miss anything?
I don't think so. So this one will be ready by mid-May?
Yeah, well, this one's actually ready May 15th, so you would have to take it 2 weeks before your lease is up. Now, I do have a 2-bedroom that's available the 1st of June, but I know that kind of wasn't in your window there.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, mid-May sounds good.
Yeah, perfect. And Maddie, has anything changed? I realize it was just a couple hours ago, but has anything changed since we last spoke?
No.
Awesome. Let's head on up. Kids, you ready to check out the pool? Yay, let's do it, right? And look at how much more fun that was. And honestly, I didn't even talk that much when you called me, you were doing most of the talking, right? When you guys just print out these sheets, and notice I scribbled all over this one. I'm a big fan of just make a mess, right? I scribbled all over this. I scribbled all over this. Take copious notes. Write things down, because what ends up happening when we don't take notes is even during the call, and let me know if you've had this happen to you, right? Maybe it's because I do jujitsu and I get like choked unconscious and slammed on my head all the time. But I will even mix up during the phone call. Was it Maddie that had the plants, or was that Raven, right? It's just really weird because we literally talk to a few hundred people a month. And if you don't have your notes like right in front of you, if there's any doubt, when in doubt, we don't talk it out, right? I'm trying to come up with a rhyme. But when there's doubt in our head, we won't bring it up, right? And then all of a sudden we miss out on all these opportunities, right? Like somebody will say, I'm pregnant, I'm getting ready to have a baby, right? And I think my note on that I wrote down, it was right at the top, more space, 2 kids, 1 on the way, right? And that reminds me, especially with something like being pregnant, that's not something you want to get wrong, right? So when I have a note there in front of me and I can then put that on my tour organizer sheet, 2 kids, 1 on the way, I'm telling you, when you're in the heat of the moment, you forget. Was this the person with the puppy, or was this the person that's pregnant? And you end up avoiding both conversations, and that's not good. That's not skillful. Does all that make sense? Was this fun and helpful? You can unmute yourself. Was it fun and helpful? I saw Maddie's lips moving.
Yes.
Yes! Okay, good. The way people rent apartments has changed. Today's renter has access to more information. Today's renter has more choices. The apartment industry needs you. Studies have shown that moving is the most stressful life event. The old sales training, well, it just doesn't work today. I'd like to teach you how to take the stress out of leasing apartments in a way that's meaningful to you and your renters and get you 7 times more leases. I'll show you how the perfect leasing process works. I'm gonna walk you through everything from answering the phone to closing the lease. I'm gonna show you how to determine your prospects' wants and their needs so that you can build value in your apartments. You will learn how to handle any objection or complaint. I'm gonna show you how to connect with your renter so it's easy for them to rent with you. I've taught the best property management companies and thousands of people just like you how to lease apartments. Property management is complicated. I'll simplify it for you. There's more competition than ever before. I'm gonna show you how to be number 1. All of a sudden, your career, it's gonna make perfect sense, even if you've never worked in sales or property management before. And for the advanced property manager, I'm gonna show you how to take things to the next level. Leasing University is a new, simple, step-by-step process that's effective. We're gonna help you become a rock star in property management. I'm Matt Easton, and this is Leasing University.